Okay, now I will study her intelligence and the mind. Okay, so these are the two very important topics because it shapes the personality. So what we can do is that we can go through these things, and then you'll understand where the mindset is. If you look at the you know this first house is called intelligence. Okay, and this is self. This is body. These three things: one, two, and one. This is body. Okay, and the intelligence. When you come into this world, you come through this. Okay, and this is you, and this is your enemies of the opposites. Okay, we live in the world of duality. Everything will have two things. So first thing is that we need to see which sign it is has appeared. Okay, when she was born, which planets are there. Okay, who is the lord of this sign and where the lord has gone. Okay, so first house, it's saying self, personality, constitution and appearance, strengths and weaknesses, physiology, tolerance and adjusting capabilities, ability to enjoy life, intelligence and fame. All these matters are governed to the first house. Now, when I look into her first house, I find, and I had also told you in the previous video that first 5 and 9 are the Dharma trines. So 1, 5, 9 shapes your personality. So these two planets will also shape the personality. So now the first lord of this 5 number sign is Leo. Okay, you have natural rulership of first house is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. This is natural. Now, when the wheel of time happened and when these Rashis were moving, the Rashi which comes to our first house was, the zodiac sign number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is Leo. Now, she is a Leo ascendant. This ascendant is very, very important. Okay, the entire life is based on the ascendant. If this ascendant is affected, that you'll have a lot of problems. You'll not be able to overcome the problems. So the lord of the ascendant is Sun, and Sun has gone to the sixth house. Sixth house here. Okay, sixth house. Now sixth house. What is sixth house? Sixth house is effort, loans and debts, health, illness and disease, difficulties and disappointments, animosity, sorrows, court cases and enemies. Now this is not a good house. Okay. So this entire house constitutes victimization. Okay, and this is a house of health, illness and diseases. So if somebody wants to overcome diseases, then one must service this house. This is also called the house of service. Okay, one rule I will tell you, that every house, previous house of every house is loss of that house. So for the body to be lost, this is the house, which means the person is dead. If this is the income house, this house is loss of income. If this is profession, this is loss of profession. If this is learning, then this is loss of learning. Okay. If this is death, this is loss of death. Okay. Which means there will be no death. Okay. So this is longevity. My mistake. This is longevity. Okay. This is loss of longevity. This is wife. Okay. 7th house is wife. This is loss of wife. So generally, when we see the divorce cases, we must see that the planet's lord of the 7th house should not go to the 6th house. If the lord of the 7th house goes to the 6th house, the marriage is dead. This is a very simple case. So I come back to the main analysis, where I see, the lord of the first has gone to the 6th house, right? Similarly, moon. So sun is, the first house is basically your entire personality, and it has gone to the 6th house. Similarly, moon, okay, is also looked into. These two things are looked into very importantly. Moon, where is moon placed, and which planets are affecting the ascendant. These two are very important part when we analyze the chart. So what I see is that moon is into the Mercurial sign, which is Gemini sign, and this lord has also gone here. So both the mind and the intelligent lords are sitting in the 6th house. So 6th house becomes very, very important in this chart. Very important. So now what will be the effect? So if you look at the sun is the Agni Tattva, promotes high ego, self-confidence, action-oriented, truth, domination and kingly qualities. This is a natural quality of the sign Leo. Okay. So the intelligence will be surrounded around this particular aspect. You will see these flashes in her. Okay, domination, action, self-orientation. But this will happen at 6th house matters. Now, what are the 6th house matters? Health, difficulties, etc., court cases, and enemies. So this is the here when sun comes, the health it will try to kill the enemies, and it will try to kill the health problems. So sun placed here will give lot of good health, in the sense that the only thing is that what I can see is sun is in the sign of Saturn, so the ego, with high ego, will automatically get contracted. Okay, understand again. The sun is in the sign number 10, which is of Saturn. Sun is in the sign of Saturn. If sun is the ego, Saturn is the service. So the Atma is in the sign of service. So somehow the ego will be controlled. It will not spread, but it will be condensed. Okay, it will be in a regimented manner. It will be limited. Okay, so this will happen. Right. Second, definitely she will have a lot of enemies, no doubt. Okay, and this animosity can be created because of if she is trying to dominate. Okay, if she tries to dominate, then she will create enemies. Right. Similarly, what is Mercury? Mercury is information, speech, learning, children, duality, transgender, computers. So speech planet sitting with the ego planet, and so the speech will be affected. She will have a speech which is more of a domination and authoritative. 100% this will happen. Okay, when Sun and Mercury put together. This is called Buddha Aditya Yoga. This also gives intelligence. A lot of intelligence it gives, because once a person speaks, okay, he gets the light of the sun. So he speaks with very confidence. But what happens if Mercury is more closer to the sun? Mercury burns off. Then the speech goes for a toss. आप इतने बदतमीज हो जाओगे कि आपके पास से कोई बात करना नहीं चाहेगा. And I will show you the chart of Subramanian Swami. Exactly. He keeps criticizing. So this house is also criticism. Okay? So you will find that she will generally criticize. 100% she will criticize this, that. Her Atma, her intelligence will be focused on criticism. Okay? So you need to coach her not to criticize people. Okay? Contrary to this is a house of victimization. If she serves, okay, in these matters, okay. See, generally when you get into a service kind of a job, then this is already written that you have to serve it. Okay, you have to serve those people. Okay, and in service, there's always a pain. You have to keep your ego controlled. नौकरी में रह के कोई राजा नहीं बन सकता, ठीक है. तो ये नौकरी का घर है, ठीक है. जब मेरी चंद्रमा की राशि का स्वामी भी यहाँ और मेरा लग्न का स्वामी भी यहाँ, तो मैं नौकरी ही करूँगी. मेरा माइंडसेट नौकरी का ही होगा, मेरी आत्मा भी उसी में ही है. ओके, सो दिस बिकम्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, so Leo people are very enterprising, no doubt. They are very good, but sometimes when the sun becomes too much strong, फिर लोग उनसे बात नहीं करते. वो अपने आप को किंग समझते हैं, हर बात में डोमिनेट करते हैं. आपको इस तरह के लोग आपके कॉर्पोरेट्स में मिलेंगे. ओके, और आपकी ज़िंदगी में भी मिलेंगे. तो यू से ना, ये आदमी हाईली ईगोइस्टिक है. ओके, सो ये प्रॉब्लम है लियो असेंडेंट की. जो भी लियो असेंडेंट में पैदा होते हैं, उनके साथ ही प्रॉब्लम आती है. The other part is, the first house has got Mars. Now Mars is a planet which gives you a lot of action, courage. It is highly action oriented planet. ये सोचता नहीं है करने से पहले. मिलिट्री में जब ऑर्डर मिलता है ना, हाँ, तो मिलिट्री वाले जवान सोचता नहीं है, उसको जाके ऑर्डर एग्जीक्यूट करना है. वेरी वेरी ऑर्डर एग्जीक्यूटिव प्लानट. अब ये प्लानट मेरे सर पे आके बैठ गया है, तो मैं क्या करूँगी? हाईली एक्शन ओरिएंटेड होगी. However, you see the brackets here? Okay, the bracket means retrogression. Retrogression means planet आगे जाने के बजाय पीछे जा रहा है. The planets are moving in cosmos. Okay, and if the planet goes, instead of moving forward, goes backward, two things happen. Either the person will be doing too much of action, सारा दिन इधर भागता रहेगा, ये करूँगा, वो करूँगा, ये फलाना करूँगा, ढिमकाना करूँगा, या फिर कुछ नहीं करेगा. Okay, either of the thing will happen, right? So this is a situation where the motion of the planet is not uniform; it is abrupt. So you need to understand this, that Mars is here. Second thing is, this is body. So the person will be very concerned about the body. मैं देखने में कैसा लग रहा हूँ, fit लग रहा हूँ, because it's a military. Mars is all about military. They want to keep themselves fit. So whenever the Mars comes here, the person will focus on fitness. Okay. And the person will have a very aggressive mindset, very aggressive. So watch out for the aggression here. Either the person will be too much aggressive, okay, or the person will be not aggressive at all. Either of the thing will happen. बीच वाला कुछ नहीं होगा. The other part is so Mars. Now Mars is a very important planet. It's a Yoga Karaka. Yoga Karaka means very very beneficial planet. Okay, very very beneficial. So Mars will give a lot of benefits to the person. What are the benefits? It will give the sharpness of the mind, very sharp. Okay, and it will also give properties. Okay, it will give properties. ये मांगलिक कुंडली है 200%. पहले घर में मंगल का मतलब मांगलिक है ये, ठीक है. तो ये मंगल मांगलिक कुंडली है. और 1 2 3 4. अब लोग कहते हैं वो मांगलिक है, नॉन मांगलिक से करो, मर जाए तो मृत्यु हो जाएगी, ये होगा. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता, ठीक है. मांगलिक से कोई डेथ नहीं होती. वो कुछ कॉम्बिनेशन होते हैं जो डेथ के होते हैं, बट ऐसा कोई डेथ का कॉम्बिनेशन नहीं है. बट ये है कि मांगलिक में शादी टूटने का बहुत प्रॉब्लम रहता है बिकॉज ऑफ एग्रेसिवनेस. जब भी हम मांग में सिंदूर भरते हैं तो हम कहते हैं शादी मंगलमय हो. प्लीज गिव मी ब्लेसिंग्स ऑफ मंगल सो दैट इट डजंट अटैक. दैट इज द रीजन दैट यू पुट सिंदूर इन द इंटेलिजेंस. ओके, द कलर ऑफ सिंदूर इज रेड. So you seek blessings of Mangal, okay, when you marry. So therefore, when Mars comes in the first house, the body, all these things will happen. Self-personality will take the color of Mars. Martial law word has come from the word Mars. Now you can understand. I have to just explain one word martial law, and you will understand this. So the person will try to influence and try to put things in order, and will not see anything. And the person will be very impartial. The king and the army general are very impartial. हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई मुझे कोई लेना देना नहीं. मेरे लिए सब बराबर है. ये काम करके दो मेरे को, ठीक है. वेरी वेरी वर्क ओरिएंटेड इन द सेंस एक्शन ओरिएंटेड, एग्जीक्यूशन ओरिएंटेड. ये होगा. So this is what the intelligence is all about. So it is Mars is expecting, it is having its drishti on 1 2 3 4 on the 4th house, on the 7th house, and on the 8th house. 3 drishtis of Mars is there. So 4th house will get impacted, 7th will get impacted, 8th will get impacted. So what happens the 4th, when it looks at the 4th, मदर से बदतमीजी से बात करेगी, बहुत अथॉरिटेटिव में बात करेगी. 7th हाउस स्पाउस से भी ऐसे बात करेगी, और 8th हाउस लॉन्जिविटी पे भी फर्क पड़ेगा. सो ये मंगल को आपको ध्यान में रखना है. मंगल खराब नहीं है इसमें. जिन हाउसेस को वो ओन कर रहा है, 4th और 9th को ओन कर रहा है, अच्छे हाउस है बहुत. ये होम एंड मदर का हाउस है, हायर लर्निंग का हाउस है. तो ये हायर लर्निंग का लॉर्ड जब फर्स्ट हाउस में आके बैठ गया, डेफिनेटली शी विल टेक हायर लर्निंग. मेरे हिसाब से काफ़ी हद तक इंजीनियरिंग में. Okay, all the surgeons are also in Mars, because Mars is all about weapons. Okay, surgery, cutting, putting body on the, putting knife on the body is Mars. Okay, so possibly surgery also, surgeon also. Mars is in the sign, so Mars is a fiery planet, fiery sign. Okay, so the body का temperature बहुत बढ़ेगा. शायद मुझे नहीं लगता कि weight gain करेगी, तो होना नहीं चाहिए, बट जुपिटर 5th में तो weight gain होगा, बट काफ़ी हद तक फिटनेस पे ध्यान देगी. और आप देखना कि हल्का हल्का अगर ज़्यादा चेहरे पे हल्के हल्के स्पॉट्स बाहर आएंगे लाल रंग के, बिकॉज मार्स इज ऑल अबाउट ब्लड. जब गर्मी ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है तो मुंह पे मुहान से निकल आते हैं, तो मुहान से निकलेंगे 200% निकलेंगे. सो द एनी गर्ल विच यू सी और बॉय विच यू सी जिसको ज़्यादा मुहान से है ना, आई कैन जस्ट मेक इट आउट टू हाई फायर इज देयर. ओके, सो यू हैव टू काम डाउन, ब्रिंग द फायर डाउन. पानी पिलाओ ज़्यादा, ठीक है, और जो है काम रखो उनको, मसाले ज़्यादा नहीं खिलाने. राइट, सो दिस इज हाउ. एंड फिजिकल एक्शन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज मार्स की जो एनर्जी है ना, वो अनकंट्रोलेबल एनर्जी है. ऐसे लोगों को फिजिकल फिटनेस जरूर करनी चाहिए. फुटबॉल खेलना, बॉक्सिंग करना, कराटे करना, रनिंग करना, जिससे उनकी एनर्जी निकल जाए. क्योंकि ये प्लैनेट जो है ना, ये हाई एनर्जी प्लैनेट है, ये विध्वंस करता है. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट फर्स्ट हाउस, एंड द फोकस विल बी ऑन द 6th हाउस. 6th हाउस इज एफर्ट्स, लोन, इन सब चीज़ों में फोकस रहेगा. राइट, this is an income lord also. Moon is sitting in the house of income. Okay, so income will come from service only. Okay, it will not come from the business. Income will come from the service only. Okay, so I will finish this here, and then I'll move forward so that you understand the first house, and then I will also explain 5th and 9th house, because these three shape the entire personality. We have to see which planets have come here. Okay, we have to see where the lord of this house has gone. So the lord of this house has gone into the 6th house. And moon's lord, moon is in Gemini sign number 3, it is also come here. So basically this becomes very important. Okay, and as I told you, 2 6 10 is an Artha trine. So her intelligence, her mind has gone to Artha trine, which means पैसे इन द सेंस सस्टेनेंस. ठीक है, मैं आगे कैसे मेरी सस्टेनेंस रहेगी और सर्विस. तो ये नौकरी करेगी और नौकरी से अपना अपना लालन पोषण करेगी. ओके, पालन पोषण करेगी जो भी है, और अच्छी पोजीशन में मिल सकती है सर्विस में, बिकॉज सूर्य इज देयर. ओके, तो सूर्य बिकम्स. सो प्रॉब्लम क्या होती है कि ये लोग बहुत इगोइस्टिक होते हैं, किसी के नीचे काम नहीं करना चाहते. सो दिस शेड्स यू विल सी एज शी ग्रोज अप. बट इंटेलिजेंस है, नो डाउट, इंटेलिजेंस इज देयर. ओके, बट प्लीज मेक श्योर इंटेलिजेंस लड़ने में लगाई है, ये हाउस ऑफ फाइट से है, ठीक है, और ये फाइटर प्लैनेट भी यहाँ बैठा हुआ है, तो पूरी पर्सनैलिटी फाइटिंग होगी इसकी, ठीक है, तो आप इसको जरा कंट्रोल करके रखना और इसको वॉच आउट करना, देन रेस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स आई विल कवर इन नेक्स्ट सेशंस।